Tennessee and all through the loot. I'm so fresh and so got a hot album too. I came out of nowhere and I'm taking all of these suckers' juice. I keep my promo on them clothes, keep that powder out my nose. I'm staying focused, man, with 1 million copies sold.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
What's my name? Say my name. Team. Y'all know what I mean. These money hungry fiends. They think they can outsmart you by selling you a dream. But I stay grinding cause I'm bread making, homie. And they can't figure me out because they really don't know me. You got that paper, show me. My mama didn't name me Toby. These suckers want slaves, but I'm shaking them like Kobe. It's real in the field. I'm the lion on the meal. Pointing at you ready to kill. These suckers better chill. But ask brother Will, the king is in the building, so you haters take a kneel. Say my name. What's my name? Say my name.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
Yo. Wait for y'all to get on up in here. Get on up in here, man. Make sure you hit the like button on your way in. Make sure you hit your like button on the way in. I'm going to tell y'all something, man. What a beautiful, beautiful day. What a beautiful life. What a beautiful, beautiful time we are in basketball. We are in such a big time in basketball. You will never believe the actual trajectory of where I absolutely see basketball for women and men to rise. But we talking about something that just transpired. GIL'S Arena is no more. GIL'S Arena is canceled. The faithful and upcoming Simply Ball Dropping podcast networks. Loyalty means everything. We cover all sports. And I'm here, y'all, to celebrate not just Independence Day, not the weekend. I'm here to celebrate with you guys being consistent, consistently supporting me, consistently coming here and showing up, consistently just rooting me on, cheering me on, consistently. So I want to say welcome to the Gingerbread Man Show. This is Steady Serving Sports ENT, an extension of Simply Ball Dropping Podcast with my main man, K-Sap. What's up, K-Sap? What's going on? Shout out to the Full Court Trio. Shout out to the Players Club. Shout out to, that's right, get that off my chest. The brand new podcast, y'all need to tune in at 9:30. Me and K-Sap are coming on live. Come on through and check us out at 9:30 p.m. Listen, I would say this, man. The thing that's going on today is always something new in the basketball world. It's always, it's been full of drama for your mama. So tonight on tonight's show, real quick, because the power went down for the last 3 days. Great storm, a big storm Saturday in Chicago. Then it came again Sunday. My power was out and down. That's why you guys didn't see me Friday and Saturday night, Friday night and Saturday, and the power didn't come on till yesterday evening. But I wanted to let y'all know, some of y'all was watching when the power went back off. I believe that was Saturday morning. But I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. Tonight on Simply Ball Dropping Podcast Network on Steady Serving Sports ENT, we gonna tackle one of the biggest stories circulating across the sports media landscape, the controversial surrounding GIL'S Arena, the reaction from fans, and what it means for the sports podcast moving on with all of us. We breaking down the discussion surrounding the show in the future and the online speculations and why loyalty has become one of the hottest topics in sports media. We'll discuss how GIL'S Arena grew into one of the most recognized basketball podcasts featuring outspoken personalities, former NBA players, and viral moments that fans engage with. We'll also examine a recent conversation on social media why the fans are deliberate debating where the show is going to be, the direction is going to be going, and whether the criticism is justified and simply part of an ever-changing digital media world. From there, we gonna shift to the bigger picture and what makes a successful sports podcast in today's media environment. Is it the star power, authentic personalities, consistent content, or is it the relationships built between creators and their audience, like I do with you guys? We'll explore how trust, credibility, and loyalty have become just as important as breaking news and viral clips. We'll also discuss the impact of independent creators and the growing competition in sports media. More voices than ever are entering the space, giving fans countless options for basketball analysts, WNBA coverage, NBA debates, college basketball, breaking news. What separates the podcast that lasts from those that faded away? What made the media now on YouTube becoming the new media? And what us as podcasters are coming into the world, and what it means for us as YouTubers that create content, and becoming this new media, new part of the section that has been missing in sports. It gives us as fans an outspoken word. I always disagree when the players were saying, maybe you guys can remember 4 to 5 years ago, where, a lot of the NBA players were talking, especially during the COVID era, about how they should be the one who be analyzing the games, and how they should be the only ones that should be listened to. Well, I disagreed with when they said that, because guess what? All eyeballs that has vision can see. Once again, all eyeballs that has vision can see. So if you can see with your own eyes, there's no problem for me to actually hear from you and what you see with your own eyes. There's no debate on how you see it in your way. That's why we call it opinion. And that's why here on Simply Ball Dropping Podcast Networks, your opinion does matter. Your opinion does matter. And I don't think that someone has the right to call you wrong when it's just your opinion. It's the way you see things. You don't have to see them the way that I see them, and we don't have to agree. But what we can do as grown-ups, agree to disagree. That's what you do when you're in a civilized world and creating a civilized nation. We can agree to disagree, and then we go and move on from that, because this is the way the world should be built and ought to be built and continue to be built. Because therefore, you're going to have a whole lot of people falling out because they see things different, or they want you to handle things the way that they would handle it, perpetuating their feelings into you and what you should do for them for as they are concerned. I don't think that that's fair. I don't think that that's right, because each and every individual, each and every human being is different. We have different upbringings. We have different sections in our lives. We have different places that we're born from. So therefore, if you see it and you look at it from your own direction, who am I to say that you're wrong? Now, the facts can be quoted to be wrong or right, the facts of a matter. But if the facts of a matter is not, it's not in what we constitute, there's a situation where you can actually say, hey, this is the way, hey, my baby ADP, this is the way I see it. This is what I saw with my own eyes. This is my evaluation of it. I could be wrong. Sometimes I don't think so. You understand? But I can't be wrong. But that's how I see it. That's the way other of us, some of us, those get so caught up. And I specialize in this, and this is who I am, and this is what they gave me. This is my demerits, and this is what this is. So, don't nobody care nothing about that. People want reality. That's why the reality television took over all of the regular channels and TV for so long. They've been trying to figure out reality TV for a long time, check. Now we going into 20 or 25 some odd years. So therefore, when you look at things and when you see things and the way things happen, when you look at a certain thing, you just got to call it the way you see it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with people, calling it the way they see it. And as long as it's about facts, we all have to agree that a 1 is a 1, and a 2 is a 2, and a 3 is a 3, and 1 plus 1 is 2, and 2 plus 2 is 4. The numbers don't lie. The facts of the matter don't lie. The occasion and the thing that actually happened don't lie. I would say everybody that is actually a human being has a right to handle things in their own manner. Now, you as a human being might handle something that I wouldn't handle it that way. But like I said, we are all different people. You heard the song. And we all make the world go round. And different perspectives, because you have to always say, I I didn't see it that way because it could be some intelligent food in anybody that sees a thing a different way that you saw it, and then you could take or don't take that perspective of what it is. But that's just the way they saw it. I want to say what's up to my people that's in the chat. What's up, Secrets? MDT, I see you in here, Mr. 6688. You already know. Love you, boy. ADP, my baby sister. Go over there to ADP Creations, Simply Ball Dropping Podcast Network. My sister is growing. If you ain't hit the subscribe button, go subscribe to ADP. Ray T, I see you in the building. Bread Makers is in the building. Gamble always. Love you. Appreciate your stuff. Live life, love. I see you. I love you. I appreciate you, Eagle. I see you up in here, Eagles, brother. My brother from another mother, MSL, also is in the building. I see y'all, man. I see y'all here. I see y'all here, man. Listen, the conversation about the GIL'S Arena is really, really national, and it's kind of worldwide right now. The conversation is all about, how did this thing get busted up? What's going on, Andre? I see you, bro. How did this thing fall apart? How did someone else, Gil built this podcast of his during the time of COVID time. And it was just him having fun because he couldn't go nowhere. You know, we know that the pandemic was going on, so it was a hard time in America. And when the country was on fire, the country was, you know what I mean, was on fire. The whole world was on fire because that's why you had a pandemic. We were all at home, sitting at home, figuring out things to do every single day. That's why I got to paint my house now, because it ain't been painted since COVID. I got to paint that on the inside, y'all. But I'm just saying, man, listen. The way that this thing has been turning out and panning out, it takes a nation to bring something to fruition and to the forefront that is a problem to solve it, right? And then if it's so many people that come to different podcasts and come from different type of lifestyles and living, you're not going to see it the way that others are going to see it. Hell, by God blessing me, coming from the ghetto, most of us, you know, that are my color, or, you know what I mean, have my DNA in them, we come from, especially in the hills of North America, we come from that sector. Some of us was blessed not to have to ever look at ghetto doors or ghetto, you know what I mean? We could, you know, some of us was blessed to look at the ghetto from the outside, but I wasn't blessed. And some of us that feel me, I wasn't blessed to have it already solved for me. I wasn't blessed for it to be already tested out for me. The only thing that I was blessed that it was figured out for me is that I could have freedom, real, true freedom of speech. I could have real, true, you know what I mean, freedom of movement just a little bit, you know what I mean, in society. I can go places where I could not go before, or where Black people was not able to go before. So there were people that was before me, and this is why me and people like Angel and you know, and Asia and all of the other ones, historians, Michael Jordan and, you know, Kobe Bryant, I have similarities in that because there were people greater than me that came before me. I'm not looking for the Star-Spangled Banner of being this person who somebody gave the merits to. I'm sorry, merit. I don't care about merits. I care about actuality. The content of the character, not the color of the skin, but the content of the character. So therefore, you ain't gonna find me just judging you on what color you are. That's basic training. No, that's just basic. I'm a look at and analyze and see you for who you are and what you represent and what you present in any type of situation. GIL'S Arena have a big following. And what happened was Gil was able to have a certain situation where he was blowing up fast. People was at home. They was tuning in to what he was saying. And Gil, man, over the last few years, blew that thing up. And they gave in, you know how they step in and give you a deal. You know what I'm saying? They step in, give you a deal, and you know, they want to buy what you're building always because they look at us, the culture. Because guess what? Remember, y'all, I want to look at y'all real factual because America is looking. It starts with one person looking at your show. So the numbers that you talk about doesn't matter. It's about the content that you put out that years from now that might exist in the algorithm or come up, that your footprint, your imprint, that you did something individually to make a change. That's what it's all about. Because everybody ain't Stevie Wonder. Everybody ain't Michael Jackson. Every artist is not. They have their own you know what I mean? They have their own stage. Everybody not Tupac Shakur. And never will be. Everybody is not Nas. It never will be. Twister. But, you know, all of the big names, LL Cool J and Run DMC, that was the last of their kind. Public Enemy. So everybody has their name in the sand. It says in the Holy Quran, Allah speaking to us in the Holy Quran, he talks about where all the prophets were sent to do their individual thing. Some was exalted higher than others, and some had a job higher than others. The exaltment of an individual is only in God's favor. So what is it for Jesus to knock Moses and Abraham and the ones that came before him? What is it to knock those prophets that came before him? It didn't do Jesus any good. But some people like gratification. Some people like to hear they you know, situation to be up front. Some people want to shine more than others. That's fine. And that's all good and fine. But what I want is the blue collar workers, the individuals that's here, that walks into the door, that rolls their sleeves up and say, let's get to work, and let's get to work together. Let's build something together. That's what I'm looking for. All of the baby language and the nonsense and the disrespect and the dishonor and all of this small talk and, you know, disruption and anger. You know what I mean? Man, please, ain't nobody steal nothing from my house or disrespecting my wife, disrespecting my children. You know what I mean? Gets to steal my property, you know, physically harm myself or anyone that my loved ones. So what are you talking about? And GIL'S Arena went into a situation where it was a lot of small things going on along the way. What's up, boss? I see you in the building. It was a lot of things that was happening and transpired along the way. Just like the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast networks is being built from the ground up. And I can remember my brother telling me that it was just one person that he was talking to at one time. And I can remember I had a blessing through him that I had maybe 15 to 20 people come in to me starting. It don't matter how many listen to you. It matters what you say. So when the people that are listening to you, because each and every individual is 10, and this is what I believe, and Minister Farrakhan taught us that just one individual is 10 to 20 people by themselves, because they spread that word, that message. If you tap into their hearts, if you talk to them in their hearts, and you say what you say, and you will, and you're sincere. If you speak to the people always gonna hold you down. So, man, when y'all share, you know what I mean, share the podcast, when y'all, you know, turn on your notifications every time we drop a hot banger, any of us, Cut That Israel Talk Sports and Court Vision with So Pretty Tony, and especially my main man KSAP, you know what I'm saying, on Simply Ball Dropping Podcast, ADP, Sister Felicia, all of the different ones, BD Sport, you know what I'm saying, all of the different people that we mess with, deal with, handle, you know what I mean? The whole part of this network is to be successful. The small time stuff, the confusion, we can't get into that, because like my brother KSAP said, keep the main thing the main thing. And the main thing is to grow and be successful. You know, I never was the one to come into the circle and be like, man, look at me. I'm better than you. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm doing more than you. Hey, man, I got more than you. That just wasn't me. I didn't try to stunt on my people, because I come from lower means. I come from worse times. So trying to stunt or step on your people and talk about something that they don't have, that you got, then that means you owe. Because if you got something, you're supposed to share it. That's why the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, if you have a bowl of soup, half of that bowl is your brother's. If you have a bowl of soup, half of that soup, if your sister is hungry, should be given to your sister. Because we're not great unless all of us rise up together. And some individuals come in and they have a hidden agenda, and they have a personal problem with themselves. They have personal things going on with themselves. So they got to make you the enemy because of how they are in their own minds, in their own body, in their own situations, in their own conditions, in their own treatment, in their own disfavor. So that's not what we do here. It's Simply Ball Dropping. And it was well significant that I put this on the thumbnail, because we coming. And you got a network of brothers and sisters, 2 brothers and 2 sisters, that has started last year trying to build and assisting us. ADP was always in the chat, assisting and doing whatever. Look at how ADP didn't grow. Shout out to Miss D too. That's my friend. ADP consistent, getting her things together as she growing, watching, being around. Everything happens for a reason. And I believe when it say heaven sent, Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. And I came on here just because I wanted to talk about GIL'S Arena. And I wanted to show people that don't know no better how you can break up a good thing with your personal emotions and feelings. How you can break up a thing that is so good for the people, because the people like to see us as a people, like to see togetherness, loyalty, and respect for one another. And when you come in with that disrespect, I disrespect you. No, I ain't trying to disrespect no man. No, that ain't what I look out to do. I don't look out to go and disrespect no human being. Because a good nature and a good soul always gonna try to find the good in anything. That's what we are created to do. That's what we are created for. This is what it's all about. So let's get into it, family. I'm gonna break down how cancer in this organization of GIL'S Arena started happening on very small attributes, and how different things happen. Little things happen to constitute. You know what I mean? Little things that happen to separate. With my man right here on Low Lights, I like him, the way he get down and how things happen. You know, he gonna break some things down, and I want everybody to pay attention.
Oh, man. I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. This may be the last video we break down about GIL'S Arena because, yes, it is true. It is official. It is not only over, but everyone, and I do mean everyone, has lost their job. Even the tap dancing one. But before we get to the news that has been broken, let's go ahead and first chronicleize a couple of important things.
So you saw that he said even the tap dancing one. So that was a riff already. So the tap dancing one that he talking about said some things about him not being a basketball player, and he discredited him for being a podcaster and talking about basketball because he was not a professional basketball player and didn't play into the NBA. My sister Keisha got a real big point of view. Keisha ain't on no court, but she got eyeballs. And she could see what it is, and she could give her evaluation, and she's very, very smart in context. She's a good and high intellectual person. Sister Tony coached in the professional in the WNBA as a helper when the Las Vegas Aces was the Stars in San Antonio. So, and work with kids and everything. K-Sap and I coached and played. It's a good combination. You have people that has different skills, different talents. But if you have someone there talking about what you ain't and who you not and what they think in their mind because they want to shine so bad, that's a cancer in any organization. That is not what we're doing in this organization. And I can't allow or sit by and let that type of thing happen or go past. Because this is what is to come when you have cancer in your organization.
So I was scrolling on the timeline trying to get my basketball fix in, and I stumbled across this clip where Josiah is signing off for the last time, and I found a couple of things very interesting. So
on that note, a good place for us to wrap up today. But before we do, I just want to send a shout out to Gilbert Arenas Underdog. When we started this show, February 2023, we had some super lofty expectations of where we wanted to go. We're able to accomplish those things, becoming the #1 daily sports show in the world, Swaggy, or at least in America. But I want to thank all y'all on this couch, all the men and women that have graced this couch, all our tremendous staff, and all the amazing fans for everything that you guys have done in helping this become the show that it is, man.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate all y'all, especially.
Yes, sir, brother. My God. Yes, sir. My God.
Appreciate you, gentlemen.
My God.
Yeah, I'll send you a dap. Come over that way. Appreciate
I want you all. In fact, let me link it.
you as well.
Thank you.
Shout out to our tremendously talented crew. Shout out to everybody in the chat. This has been another episode of GIL'S Arena presented by Underdog. And if I don't see you again on this couch, a good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
So I want everybody to acknowledge a couple of things when he said this, because there is a different tone and energy and direction in which when Josiah was addressing the production team and at least breaking that wall and trying to interact with the chat and everybody else directly, he did so while wearing a GIL'S Arena shirt on, a GIL'S Arena podcast shirt. And when he's concluding the segment, he's calling it GIL'S Arena, not the arena. So you can clearly see he is standing in some level of solidarity on what exactly he believes is going to be the next direction. He didn't put a gimp suit on like the other nigga and sat there and...
Y'all heard that? Y'all heard that? I just want y'all to hear that, because the other N-word, Ninja, discredit his ability to be able to talk about basketball thoroughly.
Sold out, talking about underdog all across my chest and my head, all that other nonsense. And to further this, what I also found very interesting, and I don't think enough people talked about this as well. That live stream was 4 days ago. And if I'm not mistaken, based off of the information that I know, June 30th was supposed to be their last day. And so the reason why that's important is because they had a free agent emergency live reaction special, right? So this is an impromptu stream that they decided to throw out there. In this stream, as you all can see, Josiah's not there. Nick Young's not there. And they even make comments about this as well early on in the show as well.
I'm Brandon Jennings, and I'll be your host this evening. We got one of the biggest legends in sports media game. Sit next to me, Skip Bayless is in the building. Sitting next to him joining him is NBA World Champion of the World, Swaggy P, Nick Young. Wait.
So Nick Young decided not to show up. And as you all can see, they kind of pieced together an episode. And here this fool right here thinking that it's my show now. I'm about to be the face. Not going to lie, it definitely seemed like this show is about to be a complete afterthought. But just in case you need some memorabilia about some of the players on the show, trust me when I say I have the...
Did y'all see? He pointed out, brother, did you see that? Did y'all see? He pointed out.
Swaggy P, Nick Young. Wait.
So Nick Young decided not to show up. And as you all can see, they kind of pieced together an episode. And here this fool right here thinking that it's my show now. I'm about to be the face. Not going to lie, it definitely seemed like this show is about to be a complete afterthought. But just in case you need some memorabilia about some of the players on the show, trust me when I say I have the perfect platform for you. And they are today's sponsors, Fanatics Collect. So I'm pretty sure y'all know I'm a huge NBA fan. You can look behind me. I do a lot of collecting for teams and set boards, more cards, jerseys, or is the only moderator that they hire. The woman that they have, the young woman that they have over for the Gridiron show, she could have moderated, but they didn't do that either. They decided to throw whatever they can together, probably last minute, say, come on through. You couldn't even hire a talent for a day for them to potentially see like, hey, let's see what's going to happen moving forward. Let's test somebody out. No, at the last minute, you decide to throw a stream together in which Josiah, Nick Young, and potentially even Kenyon Martin did not show up. But the two that believed that they were going to be the new face, the idea of the new show was going to be formatted around them, and Skip Bayless and Rashad McCants, they showed up. They for sure showed up because behind the scenes, they probably be getting a bunch of promises and stuff like that. And that's the reason why.
So him and Rashad McCants had beef. And, you know, from what he's saying, Rashad McCants was in the background saying, yeah. It's really, I'm the star. You know, let me tell y'all something. I want to make it real clear to y'all. KSAP is the star of this network. This is Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. This is Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. And he is the leader of this organization. And I follow Tony, Keisha. We follow the leader and set on what it is that we have to bring to you guys in this network without chaos free. To get rid of the small talk, to do the things that is supposed to be good content to bring to y'all to build a show and make a show able to make a show real good in content and news and informational for you. This is why we are here. This is what we are here for, because we love the game of basketball. When you have these type of things, Sister Tony, when you have these type of things,
yep,
the underlying motivation causes tearing.
Yeah.
Underlying secret in your mind. See, Tony, I don't try to outshine you. Because you know why, Tony?
Why?
The blessing from you. Blessing from you shining. Oh, remember the days that you were starting out and your brother was right here. And all the people remember the time that you needed your hours. I was right here. All the people see as you grow and the things and the personal things you need to grow your show. I was an assistant in that. The things that helping the boss. And you go over there and you go look at that beautiful podcast website that the boss got put up. I was a part of that. I was a part of Tony's website. I was a part of my own website because the individual that helped us, hey, my love, my sister Bernadette, the person that helped us is a part that come from me here in Chicago at home base. Good people do good things for good people. So Tony had a problem with this young brother on a low because McCants didn't think that this brother knew enough basketball to talk about basketball with him on the level. Because McCants, his merit made him feel like this man shouldn't have a pocket or shouldn't be on a panel when he's talking to talk about basketball. But I beg to differ, because he got a set of all eyeballs. And when you got a set of eyeballs, your eyes gonna tell you it is what it is to you. Is that correct? Ain't that what you told me, Coach?
Yep.
How you feel is how you feel. You don't agree, but it's okay. We can agree to disagree.
It's called agree to disagree. Yep, agree to disagree.
Move forward. So I want y'all to check out a little bit more what he's saying.
You get somebody kissing ass. However, come to find out, we have not one, but two sources where it is officially confirmed that the show is done. It's canceled. Dunzo, finito. Regardless of how much shooking and jiving, ass kissing, and as Nick Young said, dick sucking you was doing, they still let you go.
Gilbert, big dog. Gilbert, you hiring still? Hey, man, all that shit I said about you getting fired, man, it's water under the bridge. It never happened. And that wasn't me. That wasn't me. I'm with you, baby. Hey, you still hiring, right? Because ain't no jobs opportunity over here, they said, man, everybody gone. They fired the dog. You know the little dog Brandon used to bring? They told Brandon and that little dog to get up.
So Nick Young been rolling with Russ. You know, he just playing on the live. Nick Young didn't show up because why? Gil brought him on. Is that right, Tony? He started with Gil. They promised McCants. They promised McCants, and from what it says, allegedly, Skip Bayless and those who was supposed to been there.
Yep.
That the show gonna go on and they gonna be an intricate part. But Swaggy P say, not I, says the cat. Moderator said, oh no, he got me off the streets. This is my last day, and if I don't be on this couch no more, and you don't see me no more on this couch, I'm rolling with Rush. You know, a lot of people, because Sister Tony, on the way that me individually, hold up Brother K-Sap and give him his shot and give him his juice and give him his props for helping us. Some people got a problem with that because some people want to take his place. I'm just saying, not I, not you. And Keisha ain't said none of such. And that's why we rolling with Rush. That's why we know who is the man who put this plan together. And all he wanted to do was pull us as Black people together and show that we could come together and build something from the grassroots. And he said, keep on, just stay strong. If I do something wrong, y'all know I'll be the first to get smacked. K-Shap then smacked me in the back of the head. Then Keisha then slapped the hell out of me. And then Tony gonna twist my damn arm or pinch me in my shoulder. But it's okay. Because guess what? We here to bring you live content. We here to give you, and then you know ADP gonna write the letters to the Lord.
Yep.
He gonna write the letters like, God, please.
Amen. Amen.
Please, God, let me tolerate Gummy Bro. Gummy Bro is getting out of pocket, you know, and then go get her, you know, her other sister, big girl, and they try to put me in a headlock, and they big brother ain't even did nothing. But you know, so I was just here. This show is in particularly showing how GIL'S Arena got disbanded. And this is a lesson for us, Tony, as we going up and going into, because we're going to be big. There's no doubt in my mind that the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast Network is going to be big. And you have to always make sure that you uplift the one who uplifted you. Because guess what, Sister Tony? K-Sap and all them hours that he spent with me.
Right.
Because what he spent with me, I gave it to you. What he spent with me, Keisha, we gave it to each other. So you could go into each one of the Simply Ball Dropping podcasts, and then our little sister ADP, we pour into her. So all of us, ADP, Creations, Court Vision was so pretty, Tony, Cut That Issue Talk Records, and Simply Ball Dropping and Steady Serving Sports ENT, we look alike. There's none that look like us. And how we getting down, because we the number one unit that's coming up to everybody that's in podcast world. They watching, clipping, showing, hey, the Players Club is on fire. The Players Club is on fire. Everybody, all types of executives is coming to Tony's show and different things to my show. And I told y'all that they be watching us. Thanks to K-Sap. That's right.
Yep. Always first and foremost. Definitely thanks to K-Sap. And I, if you don't mind, let me say this.
Go ahead.
You know, sometimes we sit back and we say what we want to do. It's a lot of us, and I'm gonna use the word us in the chat, that want to be spokespersons, right? They want to talk, they want to spit they spit, but they hide in the chat, right? If you got something to say, just say it.
Yeah.
Just say it. And don't get in your feelings. Don't get in your feelings. But if you want everybody to hear what you're saying because you think what you're saying is much more important than what the panel is saying, then come out the chat. Come out the chat. I came out the chat. I watched K-Sap and Bro Claude and Keisha for a whole year before I said, you know what? K-Sap opened his mouth and he said, hey, you know, I did this. I said, hey, my hand is up. I need you. And he said, I got you. That was it. And from that moment, he's had me. So, you know, sometimes when people don't understand, what folks don't understand, Bro Claude, is they don't understand loyalty, right? Just because, like I believe K-Sap said it, about maybe 4 or 5 months ago, right? Just because you don't see him don't mean that he ain't here. He always here.
He always
here. He always here. As you see, look
Always.
at him. He in the chat right now, right? But a family, I don't think folks understand the word family. I don't think they understand the word togetherness. I don't think they understand what that truly means. Loyalty for me is everything, right? And I see that the team that I am on, everybody feels the exact same way. Without loyalty, you have nothing.
You got
We have
nothing.
our moments again where we agree to disagree, but I'm big on loyalty.
Yes.
I'm big on who's in my chat. I'm
Yes.
big on watching that you are able to be in a chat and give your analysis or your soliloquy within boundaries, right? On my channel, and I'm just going to speak on mine alone, right?
Man.
I'm gonna let you say what you want to say, but if you get out of pocket, you definitely gonna find that I'm gonna have a conversation with you, right? Because we don't need that, right? We don't need that. We want to be able to agree to disagree. You don't always have to agree with what I'm saying. You always don't have to agree with somebody in the chat what they're saying, but what you will do is you be respectful. That's just me, right? I know some people get way crazy. That's why you don't see a whole lot of the nonsense from, said person's audience. They come in and they leave real quick. I'm just saying that, right?
Absolutely.
Because you don't want the disruption of your chat to be persuaded a particular direction when that's not the topic of conversation. I like for whatever's going on should be about the topic of conversation that we're having at that time, which is really huge. Go ahead, read that.
It says, but they didn't rush or even make me feel uncomfortable. And they understood where I was coming from with speaking from the heart, ADP.
Absolutely. 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 We love ADP. ADP hits everybody's channel. She moderates everybody's channel.
She moderates
her own channel. She does a lot. She's like Keisha. She does an absolute lot. And so my thing is this, again, in the chat, and I'm bringing this up because someone had an issue with something that I said, or maybe I timed them out or whatever. Let me tell you something. If you said something that was way out of pocket, I probably did. But there's not too many. I can count on one hand how many people that I timed out, right? And it was only on one channel, and that was on the Players Club. I timed out one person, and then my trigger finger got happy, and I told Keisha, oh, my bad. Somebody in the chat said, hey, that was a good. I said, oh, my bad. My trigger finger was happy. Keisha said, leave them people alone in the chat. I said, I got you, Keisha. I got you. Right? The trigger finger went boom, 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 boom. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Like somebody got up out of there on accident. Keisha, go find them and put them back. Right? But don't get in your feelings because you get timed out. Right? I mean, you live to fight another day. You just out of there for about 24 hours. I think that's what it says, right?
Yeah, that's 20.
It said 24 hours. Now, if you're banned, that's different. That means you were way out of line. You were extremely disrespectful. And one thing I'm not going to have you guys do, because I've watched these guys work really, really hard to be where they are. And what I'm not going to have somebody in the chat do is sow discourse. You understand what I'm saying? So although I'm not in the chat a lot, because
they don't know how tight we really are.
Right? Yes, we're very, very tight. So if you say something about me, trust me, I'm gonna know. If you say it to somebody else, I'm gonna know. And if you tell me something about somebody on this team right here, that's where loyalty lies, right? We have conversations. We figure things out if they're not right. And then we just have true conversations. And I think that just doesn't happen a lot in this world period right now because of all the political stance
everything
that we
that's
have.
going on.
Right. But I mean, I love this team. Everybody works hard. Everybody gets the job done. And I'm just truly excited to be a part of Simply Ball Drop-In for sure. Go ahead, read that.
It says, anyone have anything to get off their chest tonight? Make sure you come over tonight to the hottest podcast. Listen, show, shoot, but it's show at 9:30 p.m. So in a few minutes, Tony, we're going to get up off here.
Yes, of course. I
wanted to talk about how family's supposed to be.
Yes. And that's why I came up.
That, I made sure, sometimes I be forgetting, but I definitely didn't forget you today.
Yeah, you sent the drop. I was driving. I made it here safe.
I was making sure that you were orient to what I'm talking about and orient to what's going on and how we as a family ain't up here capping.
Yeah.
I don't like to be in uncomfortable and compromised affair.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was married 33 years, so I know how to be loyal. I raised all my children, so I know how to be consistent.
Right.
Every last one of my children can tell you that they father got a loving heart, and I'm a loyal cat.
Yeah.
Now, whatever you got in your heart, that's because you was raised that way. You feel that way. That's wrong.
Don't be a menace to society.
Right. That's what's wrong with you. But that ain't what's wrong with me, because I'm on what I say, how I say it, the way I say it, and if I say it. And Tony, I can't make you feel and say and do a certain thing, because guess what, Tony? One, I ain't your damn creator. Two, definitely ain't your daddy. Three, I'm not your man.
Right. None of those things.
So me being upset with you on anything that you do on your show, that's out of line, because you know why, Tony? It's your show.
It's my show.
Now, if it's something that I don't like, or I saw a problem in, I can bring it to your attention, and you always do as fairness. You talk to me about it, and we move forward. It's something that I do on my show. You will call me, hey, yo.
I sure will.
Because the Taurus that's in you. Hey, yo. Yeah, sister, boo, boo, boo. Or Keisha, Keisha got fire.
Yeah.
Keisha keep order. Keisha make sure that we are on schedule, on time, and she makes sure that we are family. Keisha don't be around acting like she likes somebody and don't really like her. You know what I mean? Right. What's the point of all of that? What's the point?
You had a safe place now, though, bro, Claude. I think the team is at a really great space and place, like I said, and I didn't really get to finish. And then I'm going to be real brief. Like, I watched this team go through something that they should not have had to go through, right? And it's about discourse. It's about something people say that has absolutely nothing to do with what's going on at that present time. So my job, and whether my brothers and my sisters get mad at me, they just gonna get mad at me, because if I see somebody saying something that's way out of line, you're out of there. I mean, I'm not in your chat, but I'm in your chat, right? Because I'm your protector. There you go. I'm your protector, right? Because we don't want that problems. We don't need those type of problems. I think where we are is a very safe place. I think everybody's doing a phenomenal job. Everybody's doing their research. You're putting out the right information at the right time. We're giving the content that is absolutely truly needed for those that look for it. They're at work. They don't have time to look for it. Or one individual sent me a message and said, hey, and I'm going to share this with you guys, right? He sent me a message, and like I said, I always go back and look at my comments. And he said, Well, way to spoil the game for me because it's in the title. Next time you need to do better. And you know what I replied to him with?
Go ahead.
I said, you know what? I said, well, I'm sorry that you feel like my title spoiled whatever it is you were looking for, but my title is based on the games that were already played. So that is a question and a title for what was already the game that was already played. So I'm sorry that maybe you have not watched it, because for you to ask me or to say what you said means you didn't watch the game. And if my channel is not for you, it's okay for you to go someplace else and find someone that can give you what you're looking for. Outside of that, you have a blessed day. And because I put it in that term, you know what the person came back and said? They said, you know what? I want to apologize on how I came off. That's not what I meant. I don't have cable. I wasn't able to see the game. I only get to see the game when I come to YouTube and find out who has the game on their channel. And I do follow you, but I thought maybe based on the title, you showed the game. I said, no, I can't show the game. I can only react on the game. But he said, I do want to apologize. You have great content, blah, 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 blah. And we moved on from that. But see, sometimes it's just how you word a response.
Perception of things.
Yeah, you have to, I think it's important when a fan or someone that follows you leave you a message, you need to adhere to that message, right? Because they want to know, hey, well, you said go back and watch playback and leave a comment, and you ain't read my comment. I read every last one of my comments that's on the playback. And if I miss something, I tell everybody, hey, if I missed it and the chat's going too fast, you might need to send it to me on the playback or when we get off here so I can go back and look at it, because sometimes it goes really fast. But it's just your response to people, right? You have to have a charismatic feel for. Based off of what he said, I already knew that he did not watch the game. And he didn't like my title because I gave it away. I gave the game away because he didn't get to watch it, which that is not my concern. And I did tell him, I'm sorry, that's not my concern. I saw the game. This is for those that saw the game. It's a question within the title. So we're going to talk about it moving forward. And then, he just had to apologize based on how he came across. So that does happen, guys. I mean, it's just one of those things. And I just wanted to make sure I put that out there, because do understand that when you guys leave comments, we do read them. And me personally, I definitely respond. I will respond, and I'm very tactful with a lot of things that I do. So with me being as tactful as I am, I don't do a whole lot of negativity.
Yeah, you very tactful.
Yes, I don't do a whole lot of negativity. So you can chew a player out, and you can criticize a player and stuff like that. But when you go borderline just disrespectful of a player, I'm not going to go for that, because they're human beings just like you. Your mama birthed you just like their mama birthed them. You want somebody to come and tell you about your child and talk about your child like that. Remember, all of these individual ladies in any sport that we talk about, the guys that play NFL, hockey, baseball, all the sports that we're covering and will cover moving forward, they have parents, right? And they have individuals that watch that stuff. So you got to understand and be mindful when you're criticizing people on how you criticize them. There's a way to criticize, but you criticize with respect. And that's what I wanted to say on that. Yeah.
I just want you all to know it doesn't matter if you're criticizing me. I like Tony, I like to be criticized.
Yes, you do.
I like to be, you know what I mean? Because I find it funny. I'm a happy person. So I like to be talked about too, because I know some of y'all that's in the chat, my brother Brian Lewis from Another Mother, what's up? Brian Lewis been with me, and he said some critical things of me as I was growing and making this show. But I didn't find it all out with my brother Brian, because he just wanted me to be better. And he wanted me and wants me, if I do get it wrong, Brian Lewis wants me to get it right.
I can say that about Brian Lewis. He's definitely very clear, and he'll tell you when you're wrong. He said, no, you ain't right.
Yeah, all of them.
You tell us all the same thing.
So the thing is that, you know, to my brothers and sisters that's in the chat, man, I love y'all because y'all make us who we are. Yeah. And I'm so grateful. And the reason that the purpose and the basis of this show is to show y'all that we're growing.
Yeah.
To show y'all that we are on our way up. What's going on, Sister Mary? Love you, appreciate it.
Thank you, Mary. Appreciate it.
Make sure y'all hit the like button and subscribe. But here on Simply Ball Dropping, yeah, you right. I don't got no problem of being the hype man play. I don't, look, Tony.
Yeah.
That don't bother me, T.
Nah.
Flavor Flav made a whole lot of money, didn't he, T?
Flavor Flav.
He was a hype man. And
he was a hype man. Don't believe the hype.
I don't have no problem with that. Because that's a part of the culture. That's hip hop. You supposed to cheer us on. If I don't cheer K-Sap on, if I don't cheer Tony on, if I don't cheer Keisha on, what the hell? I'm not doing my job.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't cheer
y'all got all of our DMs. Y'all know how to DM us. Everybody know how to DM us.
I don't say ADP, you doing a great job. Even if it was, she didn't feel confident about it, or you didn't feel, baby, for you just to get up here, I've said this to you before. For you to just get up here and have the confidence that you have, I'm proud of you. And I'm always be in your corner. Even when you mad at me, I'm in your corner.
Mm-hmm.
Because one thing you're not going to do, you're not going to be foul-spoken and disrespecting, but you know what I mean, and saying things, ungrateful things to me.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And you're not trying to one-up me, having a pissing contest with me. That's what it is. We know who the boss is.
Yeah.
You using me as an indirection of really trying to piss on the boss then.
Yeah.
Cause guess what? I didn't put this shit together. He put this shit together. Mm-hmm. But you need guys like me, Tony. You know why they need guys like me? Let me get on the main camera.
Why they need guys like
I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy. So you need me. And I'm the bad guy of all of this. So just go ahead and blame me. Blame me. I'm the bad guy. But you need people like me.
He ain't no bad guy, y'all. He a big old teddy bear. Stop that.
But you know, it's like this, y'all. I really want us all, when you come to this chat, Tony's chat, Keisha chat, Casey chat, the Full Court Trio chat, the Players Club chat, and tonight at 9:30 in just a few moments to the Get It Off Your Chest chat, I want you guys to feel like you at home, you are comfortable, and you're not going to be attacked. As long as you don't attack me, because you got to come right to try to take this big old boy down. Ain't that right, Tom? You got a lot.
Yes, indeed. You know, ADP. Look, ADP agree with me. You're a big old teddy bear.
So the thing is that, man, listen. It was remember that comment about 8 months ago, Tony? They thought I was 5'7". They say how 5'7" Jelly Roll gonna be talking. I say, oh yeah. Oh, you think
I'm tell them how tall you really was.
They don't really know how tall I really am. You know what I'm saying? Come on over here and touch this 5'5" guy. You got a shot.
What time y'all going on, Brooklyn?
9:30 in about
9:30. Okay, yeah, y'all got 20 minutes.
20 minutes. Come over. ADP got it in the chat. I just wanted to talk about GIL'S Arena has ended an end of a good thing. Y'all go over there and y'all go and investigate an end of a good thing.
Yeah, what happened since I missed the beginning of your show?
So what happened was, said, we know, I mean, that's all in the air that Underdog took the show on. And Underdog wanted certain things to go things the way that they wanted to go, just like the David Chappelle show, right? With how Warner Brothers wanted to do with Chappelle.
Yeah, we ain't gotta get it. Yeah, I know
Don't
what you're
get
saying.
into it. But so Underdog had other ways that they wanted to go. I mean, it's all on this podcast that I'm sending them to so they could get the juice of it. But
yeah,
Underdog definitely took on the podcast, had a different view of the situation. They didn't tap into the vision of the creator of it, which was Gil. So shout out to Gil Arenas. I don't agree everything what he says. I don't always agree with Gil, but for that man to create something and another revenue for himself from scratch, and then he sold the product, right? And that's what when you sell a product, you got to actually know that these people are invested in you. You have to have it in the contract that you can cut and sever ties if it ever comes to a point of disagreement of some showcase or talent.
Yep.
But
100%.
So therefore, Gil's Arena was captured and now owned by someone else and not Gilbert Arenas himself. So now in the midst of that, Gilbert Arenas he saw it coming and he had already started doing a new podcast.
Oh,
he had started something new and he left the show on the 30th of when his contract was up of June. And he's got a brand new show that he's doing. So I like independence. You know me, Tony. I'm very
independent. Yes.
Entrepreneur to my bone. And I like individualism. I like independence. And I like us to be creative. So what I will do is, y'all, listen, thank y'all for coming. But y'all come on over. Come on over. We gonna get it cracking. Me and K-Sap. I just came on and did a show based on showing and telling y'all that Gil Arenas show is no more. They have captured that show. And therefore he got, a new situation, a new life, a new plan. And this is what we're doing. It's our time. The Simply Ball dropping time and the network to shine. Because what K-Sap has put together, the players that's here, that's put together on this show. On this show, we talk about all things, all sports, everything. It's going to be lit tonight. Tonight it's going to be lit. And Tony, I'm just telling you, look at that pretty old Tony. Look how pretty Keisha look too. Look at y'all. This is what we're doing.
That picture there. Yeah, boy. Okay.
Listen, we are family. And this is a place, a safe place for you. Ain't nobody calling you B's and H's and all of that stuff. But if you come with the dozens, you know me. And
I'm for it. I got it.
We for this. You know what I'm saying?
I'll let you have it.
We got the guillotine for you. You know what I'm saying?
I said I'm for all the smoke this year. Last year I was getting my feet wet, but this year I'm for all the smoke.
So we want y'all to come over to the and have a good show. We got a big show coming for y'all, man. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Turn on your notifications every time we drop a hot banger. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Join the channel. Be a part of this channel. Because guess what, man? Joining this channel, being a part of this channel, giving to this channel, and showing some love to this channel. Donations are greatly appreciated. If you want to give it in a super chat, super sticker, however you want to do, my cash out, anything that you want to do to support this show and to help us out, man. And Tony, this show is sponsored by Bread House Butters. Hey, everybody. My name is Bro Claude, and I'm here to tell you about the best whipped organic shea butter on planet Earth. It just so happens to be my brand, Bread House Butters. It sheens, shine, heal, treats, moisturize, condition your skin. Not only is this the best shea butter for you, but it heals good, smells good, and feels good. It is the best moisturizer that you can use. It clears up any scars, scrapes, stretch marks, blemishes, rashes, bruises, eczema, psoriasis, and most intensified dryness of skins. You can put this on your face, your hair, and your body. And I'm telling you, this is the best product that you can use in America, because of course we make ours and crafted handcrafted in our own kitchen. So I'm asking for you guys to support the #1 product that you're gonna ever be able to put on your body, Bread House Butters brand. And guess what? You can go to breadhousebutters.com. I said breadhousebutters.com, and put your order in now. Thank you, and I appreciate everyone who supports. I'm gonna tell y'all this, and I'm gonna leave it alone. Ain't no show like the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast Network show. And guess what? We gonna be growing and growing. And I'm so glad that we got some hate watchers. We got the hate watchers. They all scrambling, chat. Look, they trying to figure out how we looking so good, doing so good, and being together. You know, those who want foulness, stay away from us. You want togetherness? This is the place for you to be. I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. I thank you for what you've done. I thank you for what you do, and I thank you for what you will do. As always, Sister T, I leave and you leave with me as we came.
Yep.
With another banger. Shout out to my father, spiritual father, Minister, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Condolences for his wife, Mother Khadijah, made her transition. A big world talked about conversation. A leader. She was part of the freedom fighters coming up in the 50s and 60s and 70s and all the way till she transitioned to Allah. Much love, and I appreciate you, Mother, for everything that you did for us. Listen, y'all, I love y'all, and see y'all on the next one.
Yeah! This K-Sap and Bro Claude. Welcome to the show. No filter, no rest. Get it off your chest. Talk to him. Say it with your chest. Let's go. If you got something on your mind.